Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Primo Talk. I am Kevin. I am joined here with Aylin and Crystal. So what should we call it? This is a podcast.
And not Andres because he
Yeah.
just decided not to answer his phone, even though we know damn well he's on his phone. And yeah. So Andres, if you're out there,
He's not watching.
read
He's
between
not-
the lines. Go ahead.
I like how in every podcast with Andres, there's a segment where Crystal just goes up on Andres.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that didn't want to freaking answer. So I'm like, oh.
Whoop. We gotta move on. Oh, guys, I started a new job today.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
Doing what?
At Sherman Williams
What is that?
in a paint company.
Paint?
I knew that sounded familiar. They have commercials, right? Or like billboards. They have
think so.
either commercials or billboards. That sounds, yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Like wall painting?
I'm in the
Oh,
stores.
God.
I'm in the store, so
Oh.
I'm kind of like just like the sales associate. Yeah,
How is it? Do you like it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked it a lot. Kind of reminds me of like the work my dad used to do, so it's kind of funny.
Okay.
Aw.
But yeah, I really liked it.
Wait, what make you want to go somewhere different?
I'm still at the Universal. Well,
so
technically,
you're
I have
doing
two
both.
now. Yeah, I have two right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Gotta get that
cheddar,
money.
that bread.
Gotta get that.
Especially when this
Those
year,
chanclas.
2024.
Gonna get that. Oh, wait, is it? Gotta get. Never mind. Go ahead.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. That there's.
But in the
We're gonna
beginning,
see
it's
that.
gotta get.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that.
That's the old song.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Everything is old now.
Have you guys seen their Super Bowl performance?
But who?
The Black Eyed Peas. The
They had a
people
Super
in
Bowl
the-
performance?
Yeah.
Oh, Ferg.
where-
It's just Fergie.
No, it's all of them. It's Black Eyed Peas.
No, like I mean, like the
No,
reason why
that whole performance was bad. Like
Oh, I
I
just
got their
think-
idea, but you could tell they didn't practice.
they didn't. Yeah, they didn't do a run through before.
I was like, did you guys just make this up today in the morning? Like,
The people in the place.
no, it's bad. Like everyone's auto tune was
Yeah.
just
Who
terrible.
sings that part?
Fergie.
Yeah, let her sing that. All right, Krista.
No, don't let her sing that. I'm sorry, but they have
Oh yeah, never mind.
The Black
Forget
Eyed-
never mind.
the Black
I
Eyed
forgot
Peas-
about that.
The Black Eyed Peas hyped up
They
Fergie
did,
for
and
no
then you
reason.
see what happened.
Never mind, Krista. You could go on that song. That's the only song you
Thank
could
you.
go on. How about you,
I
Aylin?
just
How's
missed a hilarious joke earlier. That's-
I did.
What?
Okay. How's your leg?
My leg's better. I'm walking already without the crutch.
Oh, that was
it hurts
fast.
a little. It hurts a little bit fast. It's been 2 months. About to be 3.
No, like from the last podcast.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Really?
last time I was using 1 crutch.
Mm, not
Mm.
using 2 crutches. I mean,
Now she's using
0
one.
crutches.
0. I went from 2 to 1 to 0.
Imagine you went to 2 to 1 to 2. That'd be kind of funny.
That would suck.
I'm better now. It still hurts a little bit after like putting too much pressure, but
Mm.
it's better.
That's good.
It's a different type of pain though.
It's like more bearable pain.
Yeah, it's more like of a. The best way I can describe it is: have you guys ever like having your leg fall asleep and then you try to walk on it again?
Yeah.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Before it
It's a
was
nasty
more like
feeling.
before it felt like my leg wanted to break. Now it just feels like, oh, I need to like warm it up.
Put some colchas on it, and then yeah, some.
Haha.
But you
You
can
know what, Crystal? I'm getting tired of your shit today. Just I'm like,
imagine he just kick her out.
oh, that's a good idea. Yes,
You better put my joke in there. Or did you cut it?
How
I
did
don't
he
know, we'll
cut
find
it?
out.
He was recording.
Oh, yeah, because he said he was going to start recording again. So I was confused, Aylin. I was just asking, okay? You don't have to
How about you,
can answer.
Crystal? How's school's going?
School.
Okay, anyways,
is
guys,
a-
so we're gonna go to the next.
I hate you so much. He's
I'm
really
serious though.
butthurt. He's really butthurt.
A
It was
little
one
bit.
joke.
It's okay.
It was one
But
joke.
okay, but seriously, how's school?
School is
Any
Kicking my
parties?
ass right now.
You know, you going to the frat parties. I mean, Gerald's watching this. You've been going to like to study the study halls and like studying, right?
Oh,
That was funny.
no, that was good. That was good. I mean, I don't know.
What? What do you mean? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I've hung out.
I mean, how's
At,
campus? You never really talked about how's campus
Yeah.
out there.
campus is so boring. It's insane.
Where are you going again? Poly?
Yes.
Cal Poly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pomona. What are you guys? What's your mascot?
Broncos. A horse.
Oh, the horse. Yeah. Wait, I feel like you told me this before. Never mind.
Pretty sure I did. But you just,
Yeah.
you know,
Because I know you said Broncos,
really
and I was
listen.
like, the horse? Because I feel like we've had this conversation. And you know what's funny? But yesterday, the Broncos, the football team, came into my head, and I was like, who else told me there were Broncos?
Why would the team just pop in your
Random.
head?
Because I saw their logo.
Where?
It was just like a sticker, and then I looked at it for like a second. I was just looking at it, and I'm like, who told me that there were Broncos? So in my head, I didn't know if like did that person tell me that they were a fan of the Broncos, or like maybe they had a mascot of Broncos or something. Now I know.
By the way, my school doesn't have a football team. They have a soccer team. I think they have baseball.
They don't have a football team. So what do you guys?
No.
Okay, so
No.
I feel like
basketball.
Basketball.
Do people actually show up to the games and stuff?
They don't have a football team?
I don't know. I don't go.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have a football team?
Nope. I think someone told me that they used to,
but
yeah, I feel like they
funding
used
got
to.
cut.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
And yeah, so it's not like it's a big school either. So it's not really like we're missing out on
just
much.
raise up the tuition.
Oh,
I mean, maybe for those that wanted to play football.
Oh, I know. Never mind.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, if you want to play, if you're going to a school to play football, why would you go to Cal Poly?
You wouldn't go to Cal Poly.
Exactly. If your end goal is to go, like, become a professional football player or whatever, you wouldn't go to Cal Poly.
That is true.
It was weird, guys.
You won't play football. You'll play it by yourself.
I was just searching up because I remember I was watching a documentary, like a crime documentary, and then I remember there was a Cal Poly. Shut up, Krista. I know what you're doing. I'm actually serious. I don't even know no BS on this, but I remember watching a documentary where this I hate you so much.
Wait.
Speaking of.
Oh. Well,
Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm about this girl who was murdered on campus.
At Cal Poly?
Well, it was around Cal Poly. It's on Cal Polytechnic. It's like more
That's
like
my
towards.
School.
No, I searched it up.
I'm
This
Cal
was like
Polytechnic.
This is more towards San Jose and like over there.
Oh,
the other one.
Cal Poly Slow.
That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Poly Slow?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's two Cal Polys.
One that's slow, one that's fast.
Polytechnic, which is me, and then there's the I don't know how to pronounce it. Like it sounds like San Bispo. That's what it sounds like, but I don't know the actual name.
Oh, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, Obispo.
Okay.
San Luis Obispo.
I remember watching a documentary, and then I thought it was that school here, but I guess I was wrong.
What was the documentary about? Are you gonna tell us?
I forgot about it.
Good job.
It's been a while. I just remember that she was going home from a party, and a guy lowered her and like going to his dorm, and then the rest, is kind of history. Where she was murdered, and then obviously the guy hid her body, and then about 2 weeks later they found her body.
Where did he hide her body?
I think behind bushes around the school.
around the school.
Yeah, I think I might be totally wrong here, guys. By the way, because it's been a while since I've seen that documentary.
Straight.
First of all, Crystal, don't start.
I just got a random message. I don't know. Sorry, but I'm so confused.
What?
That's because I think someone is confused because they're like, "How did you get your desk from Instagram?" I was like, "What do you mean?" But I think they're talking about Facebook Market page. That's it.
From a random number?
No. It's a friend.
Ah, okay, never mind.
It was just like, "How are you? How'd you get your desk from Instagram?" It was just like a random. I'm like,
I kind of have the same
Instagram.
desk now, by the way. I just have the bigger version of it.
Yeah, but you
Because
have
mine's.
you have a newer version too, huh?
I think so.
Did you buy it from the store?
Yeah.
See, I bought it from a guy.
That sounds a little sus.
Sounds really weird.
No, I found him
That's a
on
little
Facebook.
sus there.
That was a little. Yeah, she's
So, for FY guys, today's Monday when we're recording this.
Oh yeah,
And
we're
we
supposed to
usually record Sundays, okay, guys? And well, me and Crystal joined the call, ready to record. And then we were like, huh, Aylin hasn't texted back in a while. And she's never late. She's never, and she'll text us if she's late. So we're like, huh, this seems suspicious. So me and Crystal just continue conversation. And then we're like, huh, you should probably call Aylin. This is kind of worrisome. And, straight to voicemail. We're like, oh my God.
straight to voicemail, not even a ring, nothing.
We're like, oh my God, what's happened? So we texted her roommate just to make sure she's okay. And then she was like, yeah, she's home.
Like, yeah. She was home. For
And
some reason, this girl just wasn't answering.
Me and Crystal just decided, you know what, just wait till tomorrow. And then out of nowhere,
and then, like at midnight or like I don't know what time, Aylin texted like, "Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. I put an alarm. I don't know why. My phone went on do not disturb. The alarm didn't ring. La 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 la." And
Whoa,
yeah,
that did
Kevin and I were just waiting. We were also calling Andres, who didn't answer, but then decided to text in the group chat today, not even acknowledging the fact that he didn't answer yesterday or show up. Completely, just going about it. Did he not say that he was going to join today?
He said that like two
time.
He says all the time.
Yeah, so you're kind of a pain in my ass. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. How about you freaking answer? I'm just kidding. I won't be that mad right now. But yeah, that's not cool, dude.
But should we we're kind of gonna. I kind of want to bring up what me and Crystal talked about while we were waiting. This was pretty cool.
Our conversation was so good.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
It was really good, guys. First, Crystal brought up the Black Dahlia, right?
I did.
She was talking to me about that.
Oh, now suddenly I'm nervous.
What? You were like so flowing with the conversation yesterday, and
yesterday I was on TikTok as per usual, and I came across a video, like a true crime video, and it was talking about the Black Dahlia. And for many of you who do not know who the Black Dahlia is, it was a 20-something-year-old in the 1940s who was murdered, and it became this like gigantic news story, like nationwide. Her real name is Elizabeth Short. The Black Dahlia was taken from a movie at the time that had just came out called The Blue Dahlia. They just switched it up to the Black Dahlia. And Elizabeth Short her body was found by a mother and her daughter taking a stroll just down the street. The mother saw the body, and at the time she thought it was just a mannequin. And then the closer she got, she realized, excuse my language, oh shit, that's a freaking body. The way that her body was found was insane. Her body was found split in half, okay? Her, from the torso, her half of it was over there, the other half was over there, not together.
Because we can't see your hands.
Not like this, but like this. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. So when the investigation started, the police let out that like details of her remains and everything. Her body was almost completely drained of its blood. Certain parts of her body, like organs, were missing from her body. And during the autopsy, they opened her stomach and they found feces residue, meaning whatever happened to her before she died, she would have had to eaten or consumed feces right before. The way that they found her, there was I believe some of her organs were found underneath her body, like laid down, and then obviously her body laid on top, as well as like cement residue or some sort, like bricks or something. And I believe it was a week after she passed away that the police got a letter from a man claiming to have been the murderer, and he even sent in little like knickknacks that belonged to her.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm the killer. I just wanted to confess. He's like, meet me at this spot at this day, this time, and to arrest him because he wanted to turn himself in. The crazy thing about it that sucks is that on the envelope and along with the things that belonged to her that were turned in along with the letter, is that they were completely wiped with gasoline, so there was no way to trace fingerprints from the objects or whatever, so that they could get a clearer description of like who the murderer was. There was like a little fingerprint, but because of some sort of like inconvenience in travel, to the police department, it was basically destroyed. So there was no clear fingerprint. So
this was in LA, right?
Yeah, it was in LA. It was here in LA. So like the day comes where they're supposed to meet the guy. He doesn't show up. He sends in again another letter saying, I couldn't do it, like I changed my mind. And it's a really unfortunate story because she was this 20-something-year-old who had just moved to LA. I think she was only living in LA for about 6 months before she passed away. And she was an aspiring actress. She had no movie credits or anything. She was just starting. I think she was working as a waitress before, but obviously because of the way that her body was found and the way that she was killed, it became like headline news. But looking back to her history, to further details about who she was, they found that she had a prior when she was younger and that she was arrested for underage drinking. And these like news reporters and people use that as a way to like spread rumors about her, because of that one thing that she did when she was younger. So they used it to be like she was a prostitute. She knew like 50 plus men. She was hooked on drugs. She was an alcoholic. Which is so shitty, mind you.
Well, this was like the 1920s, where like
it was 1940s.
40s. Well,
it
like
was the 1940s.
this is like a very shitty era for like the LAPD and like Hollywood, crazy. Very Hollywood. Like it was a horrible period.
No, Hollywood has always been crappy, but hearing stories about old Hollywood, it's crazy how these people got away with so much. No, but it's so unfortunate, the fact that she was painted as this like villain to make it seem to take away from the fact that she was a victim. No matter what, nobody deserves to be brutally murdered, no matter what rumor you may be hearing about this person. And so it wasn't until 1990 when this police officer was cleaning up his old dad's... No, sorry. This police officer reopened the case of the Black Dahlia after discovering pictures of her in his dad's like possessions. I think his dad like passed away or something. And so he was clearing out his dad's stuff. and he found pictures of a woman who looked like Elizabeth Short. And after going back to look at her pictures, he's like, oh shit, this is the Black Dahlia. And he found pictures, little knickknacks that seemed to have belonged to someone of that era. I think he also found like headline newspapers and stuff like that. This is the crazy part, is that, you know how they said that whoever had taken her body parts out or whoever killed her had to have been a doctor? He was, at the time, a doctor himself. So he took all of this to the LAPD or like whoever it was, and it was later determined that if he would have still been alive, then they would have enough evidence to indict him for the murder of Elizabeth Short. And I think that's crazy because it was literally his son who found out that his dad, himself, was the killer. And this is like, and it's one of the biggest, like, murder stories in history, because it's not only that her body was split in half, but it's like people make a mockery of it. Like in American Horror Story, she comes out in the first season and they show her, the guy who killed her, he cut her face, he, from her lips to her ears, completely just cut it, making like a major Joker smile. And it sucks. But yeah, that was one of the stories that I was talking to Kevin about.
It took forever because I'm not gonna lie, I spaced out half like the first 5 seconds. Because I could not
told me to talk about it.
Yeah, to talk about it, not to read me a novel.
Well, I'm letting you know. You don't have to. Never mind. I was gonna say something mean. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something different. Well, okay. I was gonna say there's so many like unsolved mysteries that get solved like nowadays, which is like crazy just because like it could be 40, 50 years later and something can still be solved.
The one that's still like we all question is the JonBenet Ramsey one.
Which is that one?
I don't know.
The one of the little girl in the 80s who was murdered.
Nope, don't know. And
there was always suspicion that someone in her family did it, and it just didn't make any sense how they didn't realize that, there was someone in their house. I guess she was like 6 years old. The body was found in the basement along with like a ransom note or whatever.
No,
and saying, yeah.
Is it a documentary? Wait, what was it again? Just send it to me, and then I'll probably just search on YouTube and watch a documentary about it.
I will.
Did you guys hear that the Cecile Hotel is being sold? You know what the Cecile Hotel is, Aylin?
Yeah, the one in downtown, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know what happened there?
I don't exactly know what happened there, but
you're missing out.
I've gone to downtown a couple of times because people have told me about that hotel multiple times, and it's weird because only half of the hotel is working and the other hotel is not. The other half is not.
Yeah.
You said half.
You said half of the hotel is working.
Yeah, and then the other half is just.
And then the other half is not. So explain why. I think people have told me why, but I keep forgetting.
Tell me why.
But have you seen a documentary about like the girl and stuff? It's on Netflix.
Oh wait. Okay, I haven't seen the documentary, but I know what you're talking about now. Now that you said the girl, now I know the story.
Yeah, the one girl who mysteriously like ended up in the water supply on the roof.
The water tank or whatever.
Yeah.
Which there's so many good conspiracy theories on this because it makes zero sense. Honestly, all this whole story makes zero sense. There's like so many ways you could go with this story, and then at the end, this will make sense how she got in.
Is that it?
I know. I said it. Like,
I was ready for you. I was ready for you guys to jump in.
I don't know the story.
That's why. Oh, okay, this is your homework. You gotta watch that documentary. It's
pretty scary. I thought it was pretty scary.
I've only seen like parts of it on TikTok. It's because I can't. To be honest, I can't watch something for such a long time because I get bored.
Well, these are like episodes.
So that's not okay with TikTok because everything's 30 seconds and everything's summed up.
That's what Crystal said.
Is this
like you're just watching like a movie and just like, huh?
Yeah, if it's too long, my mind goes somewhere else.
Like I'll be on my phone after
a while. That's not good, guys. Has better.
The
It's like,
amount of
oh,
times I've been
butterfly.
asked, "Do you have ADHD? Do you have ADD?" I'm like,
Have
I
you?
don't know.
All right. The one documentary that did have me like paranoid after watching it was I Don't Fuck with Cats.
No, I
That
somewhat know what it is. Like he killed a
uh
cat, or he had multiple, right? Like it wasn't just
Wait,
one. One of them
what?
was like with a vacuum, and the other one he killed it with a snake or
it was a
something.
bunch of he murdered a
Oh my
lot of cats.
god!
It was a what?
But so this
Nothing. It's just a son of a bitch that deserves to rot in hell.
Crystal.
Sorry.
so
We're talking about documentaries. I think you could say it.
the basis of the story is about this
Sorry.
guy who used to post on Facebook and YouTube about him murdering cats. And
Oh my god,
then
really?
he kept murdering
Mhm.
cats, and then there's this Facebook group who made a whole group to try to catch him, and eventually, besides killing a cat, he murdered a guy,
Oh,
and
that's how people say that's how it starts. They start off with an
like
animal and then they
yeah,
move on to a person.
But it takes a real psychopath to kill animals. That's a
Yeah,
different
honestly,
kind of
I feel like
sympathy that you have
because
to lack
what's even
in order to kill
this guy
an
was
animal.
this guy was a psychopath just because he made like a persona of him being a supermodel when he wasn't a supermodel at all, and it's a very interesting and it got me scared. Not gonna lie, after just
really?
No,
the
that
way
was
his
me
mind
with
works and stuff like that.
That was
Just,
that
really
was me with the Cecil Hotel one. The way that her, that she died, but not only that, it's the video in the elevator, the way that she kept popping her head out, looking like if someone was there, hiding behind, where the buttons
yeah,
are.
Yeah,
Like
and
if
she
she
kept
was,
pressing the button.
yeah, like if she was going away from, like she was running away from someone, but the way that she pressed the button, but for 2 whole minutes or something, the elevator doors didn't close, as if something was standing there holding it open. And then there's that little image where they zoom into the tile of the floor and it looks like there's a shoe
Yeah.
that like stepped away. No, that one scared me. That was not fun.
I was telling Crystal
That was
like
another crazy one.
it made no sense why she would go in one of the worst hotels. I guess she's visiting, but I'm like, there's so many other
Yeah.
hotels that are
I think she
a
was
lot
from
better
Canada.
option than there.
So I have a
Yeah,
specific
she
reason why she's from there. I mean, that why she ended up there then.
by herself, and they said that it was just her, that she was schizophrenic, she was just not taking her pills or whatever, like all these excuses, but it
There's
doesn't
more to it.
hide
There's more
from
to it. Yeah.
There's so much more to it,
But we will never know because no one was there and no cameras caught it, and it will be a mystery probably for the rest
of our lives. I know
of
because only
time.
one person knows, and that person's not here.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of sad though? Like, there's
It
even
is.
like if there's a murder, there's still so much information that we don't know.
Yeah.
Like no
We'll
matter
never
how
know.
much they say that, oh, we cracked this case or whatever,
You didn't crack
there's always going to
this-
be one story. It's always one side of the story, and unfortunately, because of it, because there's an investigation in the first place, we'll never get that other side of the story.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
It's
kind of
always
sad.
through one person's eyes.
It's
And
kind of
it's
sad
only
because
whether or not we ever actually gain some sort of confession, some sort of, like verbal, written, any sort of
But-
confession from that person that we
Yeah.
seem to piece these pieces together based on what it is that they say.
yeah, but even then, like everyone's like if you say a story, it's not gonna sound the same exact way if I said the story
As it actually happened or whatever.
because there's
Yeah.
two sides to every story.
All right.
Yeah.
I also recommended Crystal this documentary called Evil Genius. I sent it on the group chat. And that's the picture of the documentary of it.
Yeah. That
What is
one,
it about?
I have to watch it.
So it's
Really
basically kind of
interesting.
like a real life Saw almost, where
Oh my God.
this couple kind of kidnapped a random pizza guy and strapped a bomb on him and to go rob a bank, and then they gave him like all these kind of like a puzzle, like a what do you call it? Where you do like different like quests like each place. What do you call that?
Like a scavenger hunt?
Yeah, a scavenger hunt. And first he went to the bank, and it's obviously he had a bomb on this thing and he had a gun. And obviously the police came and well, they had him like sitting down by a car. Well, the bomb blew up. And then there was a whole case about how they found out the couple and all this scavenger hunt. and they already had murdered another guy who was in the freezer of their basement. And so, yeah, it's a really good
Shit.
documentary. I really would
Sorry.
suggest it. Like,
This is just very scary.
it is very, like, I don't like, it's funny because I start watching these stuff and then I get like very hooked on it, and then after a while I get paranoid and then I'm just scared of everyone.
Yeah.
Literally me. Like, I like scary movies, but I like it in the moment. I don't
Yeah.
like as soon as the movie's done, because I have to watch something funny to calm myself down.
I have a question for you
Because or
guys.
else I'm gonna be paranoid.
Do
I
you
haven't
guys
actually.
What's your
believe?
question?
Do you guys believe in the whole celebrity, how they sell their soul to become?
Depends. Sorry, Lynn, you froze.
You froze.
Wait, you didn't hear my question?
Yeah, no, I know.
you
Literally, as
didn't
soon as you about to
Oh,
say
I
the
said,
question,
do
you
you guys
froze.
believe the idea or like the conspiracy theory of celebrities selling their soul for fame?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't
A
know.
little bit.
I don't think it has to do with celebrities themselves. Maybe the higher ups within that industry, like the ones that actually control it. Maybe
I'm just saying
they.
because like I know we like people think Kanye's crazy and everything, but he's actually mentioned it a lot.
Who?
Kanye.
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's
He's
Ye.
mentioned it a lot.
He changed
But
his name.
how do we know if the media did that on purpose to make him look crazy, but in reality he was saying the truth?
Well, that's how it is all the time when someone
Well,
tries to
he's
speak
mentioned
out
it
on that.
himself
Exactly.
how
Yeah.
he. It's not just that. Like, Kanye is an example, but he's said it himself in his, his multiple rants on Instagram that he does suffer from bipolar disorder. So we
Yeah,
never
but that's
know if
just
he's
one thing.
just.
Yeah, but you know who else has said it? Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah, but
I've
that
seen
was
that.
more like a joke.
No, he's like, and
No,
like everyone else just starts laughing and he stays serious.
there's a TikTok where he mentions like stuff like that like multiple times on like talk shows,
Yeah,
like
he's
as
like,
jokes, but
I don't
it's
think
more
it's
like
jokes.
a.
I think they
It's
try
more
they try to
like,
make it as a joke.
yeah, it's
In
more
my
like a
opinion, I don't know.
rhetorical joke, like, oh, but it's more like there's like truth behind the joke, type of thing. Is that?
I don't know. I'm just thinking because like then like that will open more questions that there is another world that goes beyond our beliefs.
I saw this joke on the podcast I was talking about, the Good Friends, where supposedly the higher ups, like you were saying, that they sacrifice babies and drink their blood so they could get younger.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
And then they
before.
make the joke like, would you do that? Like would you drink blood to get younger?
Make
Like
yourself younger?
That's scary.
That's
Would
funny.
you?
But I mean, the celebrities do look young, even though they're old. Paul
Not
Rudd
all
is
of
like
them.
58 and he looks like 40.
Paul Rudd
Suspicious.
is so.
I'm just saying, I kind of feel like it could be true, but I don't know. It
You know
makes you
what's
question it.
You know what's scary?
Wait, really quickly, guys. Are we almost done? Because we're
Or
coming up to an hour.
no, 40
No,
minutes.
we're not.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
What's very controversial too is the Scientology, where we kind of live by it, or I live by it, sort of, where you guys used to be in too.
Yeah.
That's a very weird place.
Yeah, because they try to like kidnap you.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're always standing on the
It's like
corner
because
of
yeah. But did you know, like, once you sign on to be in a Scientology, it's a life-year contract?
Is it?
Yeah, like you sign a contract for life. Like there is no end of it. It's not like 1 year or 2 years. It's literally a whole life. That's why people can't get out of it.
Aren't some celebrities part of Scientology?
Yeah, some people
They
are separate of it.
escaped. They
Yeah.
didn't say they just stopped. It's literally like they escaped.
because you can't escape. Because I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this documentary about the Scientology, and there was these people that were saying they're famous. They said that when they moved out of there and everything, and they were living in their home, the people will still drive by their house.
Yeah,
to check up on them.
It's so
That's
weird.
creepy.
That's creepy. And we live by it too. Well, I live by it. Like at least
but
I used to get stopped by them all the time after school.
Yeah, it's
by
annoying.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
Marshall or
they're
King?
so both.
Really? You walk
Yeah, because
home?
it's still, yeah. If I walked home and I wanted to take like the route towards the children's hospital, just to go
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
down, then I would pass through it too. Or
But,
like for Marshall, the bus stop was right there in front of Kaiser, and they'd be waiting there.
what did they ask you for the personality test, right?
Yeah, they asked you if you want to take a personality test. There was a guy who literally, this was so scary. There was a guy who literally grabbed me. Like, he grabbed my arm. Not even to spew anything about Scientology, just to speak on my skin color.
What
Saying
did he
that
say?
he's like, you're really dark. Look at my skin. And I was like, what the, like,
What did you say?
what? I didn't say anything because I was scared. I was like, what the hell? So I just yanked my arm and I went about my day. And then when I got home, I told Mom, and she's like, you should have started screaming. You should have kicked his ass. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, Mom, I feel like in the moment I just didn't comprehend it, like what was happening.
Yeah.
Because usually they bother you, but they don't touch you or anything.
Or speak of your skin tone.
Or speak of your skin tone. That was insane. Yeah, but that happened. I think I was a freshman in high school when that happened. Yeah. It was weird. That's scary. I remember him. He wasn't even like from the United States. He had this weird accent, like some European accent. And he had glasses. He was white. He was really skinny. Yeah. Ugh.
I always look at those people and I was like, I wonder what's going on in their head. You know?
I wonder what made you move here and decide Scientology.
And that place is so big.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it has to do a lot with them being lost, and because they like to promote the whole they stick together and the family type of thing.
But that's like any religion. People who feel like they've seen they've lost some sort of their life.
So I'm assuming that's what they did.
They a lot search towards religion,
and because the Scientology focuses more on your personality wise, I feel like I guess that could catch their attention.
Have you guys ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Never seen Avatar in my life. Nothing Avatar.
Oh, well, there's a story in it where there's a kingdom and they're kind of brainwashing everyone to think like nothing's wrong outside of their kingdom. So they have zero knowledge of all the war going around. I'm like, that's probably what they're kind of trying to do, kind of brainwash people to think.
Yeah, well, I saw this one thing where it's like the parents of one of the heads of Scientology, they were given a Kindle for their birthday, and the guy didn't know that Kindles could connect to Wi-Fi or to the internet. Mm-hmm. And the family decided to look up Scientology, thinking, because they were always told that Scientology was a gift to the world, that everybody agreed with Scientology. They looked it up and they saw that it was just all this bad stuff about the Scientology. And it was then that they realized holy crap, we've just been lied to almost our entire lives about what it is that we're in. And the fact that the son had to have known, because nobody is allowed to look at this stuff. Nobody's allowed to look up anything about the Scientology or really know much about the outside world. Yeah.
I mean, so much deception happens in our world that I don't think we realize.
Yeah, I remember I had two friends that they went in and they said that they'll tell you oh, just answer these questions and everything, and then they'll ask them some stuff about them, saying oh, you're the type of person that does this, that does that, kind of like a hand reader. Whoa. And then they were like, oh, we need to go already, we want to leave. There you go. They're like, we need to leave already, but then they're like, no, they kept asking questions. I don't know, they just didn't want to let them go. And every time they try to leave, they were like, no, wait.
Yeah, two of my friends did it too, and then they just said they bullshit every answer just to see the reaction and what they would get. And then the same thing too, when they try leaving, they said no, and then they're like, oh no, we have to go to do tutoring at school.
Yeah, they're one more test or one more this or something like that. But my friend said that they found a phone there and they took it. And they said that they kept calling, the phone kept calling, but they feel that phone was put there as a test to see if they were going to take it or not.
Maybe. Nobody just leaves their phone there.
I mean, I would have taken it. I mean, they could track it.
It's kind of hard for someone to just lose their phone just because we're so attached to the hip, with them, that just leaving it is like a little suspicious.
Yeah. But it was like a long time ago. This wasn't recently.
Oh no, yeah,
this is like when I was like a freshman. This was like a freshman or an 8th grader.
Ooh, like 20 years ago. Yeah, it had to have been an accident. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't know if you guys are in. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys aren't into politics. But the president did like his speech the other day, and then the Republicans rebutted with this woman who made a speech. Like she was in front of the kitchen. Oh, dude, you gotta see it. It just gives super weird vibes. Like it gives like wife murder vibes, and like it's so weird. Like,
why? What is she doing?
Was she the one that was talking about how we need to have Trump because something about Biden and like immigration and all that stuff?
I think so. I mean, I didn't really hear the speech because she just creeped me out. But she's just sitting in front, like in an empty kitchen, and she's talking about like America and like it's
I think she's like parents stay up all night wearing
yeah. Dude,
everybody
it's so
was
creepy.
Like, this is giving. They were like, this is giving major like Handmaid's Tale vibes. They were like, this is like, if this is what women actually like, some women actually think, then who knows if that's like the Handmaid's Tale is a society that we may unfortunately be led to in the near future.
It's scary.
Well, I feel like every movie has came up out of something.
Oh, definitely. But that's also the reason why the Handmaid's Tale was like made, to show how crazy it is that some political ideologies aligned with some religion, factors play, going to come into play, and why there's a reason why there's a separation of church and state. But why, like, there's so many that don't believe in it, or they want to believe in, like, the Constitution or whatever, only when it benefits them.
Yeah.
And, but still take out all the other parts that they don't agree with, or just simply ignore it. Like, we follow the rules, we break the rules because we want to, but if you do it, then you have to face the punishments. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Nope. But I want to bring it up because I felt super creepy and like brainwashing.
It was
like,
super creepy.
It was funny. I read the comments on Twitter. It was just roasting her. They actually made fun of her on Saturday. I call it Twitter. No one calls it X. They made fun of it like a few days later on Saturday Night Live. Scarlett Johansson, she's played her. It was pretty funny. Like, it's politics.
People are
politics.
No, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is right or not, but I feel like there's educated, and then there's just
self-educated.
Stupid.
No, there's self-educated.
It
is. It's no, it's self-taught. It's like it's those are
funny.
Those are the people.
No, but I feel like there should be some sort of requirement to when it comes to voting, because there's no way that these conspiracy theorists' votes are, just as much, eligible as mine are. Like, they matter just as much as mine does. If you're freaking saying that the moon is cheese and then we're voting for the president, there's no way that your vote should count just as much as mine.
That's what I feel about jury duty. I feel like it should be a job. Like, you're not gonna tell me. Like, you're really gonna say that me, but is gonna choose if this person's gonna go to jail or not. Like, that's a lot on my hands.
I saw a post where it's like, go to jail, or give in to what was it, like, being drafted. And it's like, I get free housing, I get meals, I come out in like 5 years, I'll most likely be working out every day, so I'll come out with a new body. It's like, that one was really funny.
Like, prison never sounded so much better.
Like, prison doesn't sound too bad. Like, go to war, go to prison.
Pay for your education too.
Yeah, I'll can get a job in there. So am I really missing out? I don't think so. I think I'm good.
It's probably better in there than on here.
Yeah.
It was funny talking about like people like who shouldn't vote. Recently the NFL Combine is where like college players are like training to like pretty much like have like a field test for like the professionals, and then their interviews like for the press. And one of the players was like, I don't believe in planets, stars. I believe the Earth is flat. I was like, oh my god, and this guy's about to get like millions of dollars. It's not fair. You know?
That's another thing that annoys me. It's like when people say that they don't believe in evolution.
Yeah.
And I'm
just,
like, oh.
and
Like,
some
you
people
don't
don't
have to
believe
be
in
like-
aliens. It's just like, bro, the signs are there.
That's another thing where it's like it's not alien or like extraterrestrial. It's
Yeah.
not like it's not
just
saying that they
life on
have to
another
look
place.
like it's not saying that it has to look like these fictional characters that we've created. It's just the idea that there's life elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really all it is.
Literally, it could be a plant, and that's a fucking that's an alien.
Yeah. Like, who
It's
freaking
life
knows?
on
We have
another
all
planet.
these creatures in the bottom of the ocean that we've
Yeah.
yet to really know about, but
Go
it's
back
so
to
hard for you.
episode 2.
In places,
Yeah, but it's so hard for you to grasp the idea that we're not alone in this big old universe.
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. I really want to go back into
Don't
that
irk me
one
the
day
wrong way.
because it's so fun to talk about that stuff. Well, like
It is.
aliens and like the ocean, because people like find like fish down there, and they're like, how like that should be like inhabitable, and then they're just like fish,
Yeah.
you know. Just living my life down here in the dark, you know.
Yeah. Keep
Where like
swimming.
pressure is like over like 1,000, you know.
I saw this post where it's like, how do you know that the megalodon is 300 years old? Like, first of all, rude for assuming someone's age. There's that, and it's like, what if it's 295? You're just gonna add 5 years to their age? Like, it was just on this thing. And I'm like, facts. Like, if this is a human and we just assume someone's age based on the way that they look,
A whole bunch of people that
like,
talk about it.
harsh, like, you freaking ageist. But, yeah,
What if dinosaurs
Yeah.
were real?
they were real.
He said,
We have
"What
their
if?"
Or what if
fossils.
they're
He said,
what if
they weren't, Crystal? I
no?
can't
Okay,
think-
let me rephrase that
Oh.
question. Actually, let me rephrase the question. What if they're like we're over emphasizing how big they were and how ferocious they were?
I
You know,
100% believe that. So
Like, how do
you
we-
know?
I
Okay, so
mean,
you know
our
people-
perception
yeah.
of dinosaurs is Jurassic Park. Honestly,
Yeah.
if we're all like
Well, it's going
you know,
based off
talking about
like the,
Well, I
the
don't
bones,
think
the
dinosaurs were
fossils.
just spewed. Like, yeah, we base it based on the way that, I mean,
The
you've
fossils
been
are
to a
found.
museum.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, yeah.
hoping. Yeah.
I
You've
actually want to
seen
go
that
there again. but-
just the bones. It's not like
Yeah.
they put skin on it and everything to be like, look, kids, this is a dinosaur. No, they just have the bodies, the remains that were all found, and they just put it together. That's where the size, the idea of these dinosaurs from Jurassic Park come from. So it's not that we're imagining like this is wrong, but maybe the idea, the way that they looked with meat and skin and everything
Yeah.
is different than the way that we perceive them in movies and
It'd
stuff.
be kind of funny just seeing a giant chicken, like just with no feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
That-
be. I know. I don't know. Like I've said this like a couple of times because I know like they build the fossils of the dinosaur according to I guess how the types of fossils they found. But what if they built them wrong?
Yeah, like T-Rex is like it's this giant thing, and then
Yeah, I'm like, what if
No.
you built it wrong? Like, what if like you guys just didn't find every little missing piece?
yeah, maybe we just didn't find it, or maybe there's certain parts of their body that just deteriorated, and like there was no
Or
bone in
what
certain
if
spots.
there's like another animal that has that specific body part and it just seemed to match? Like the way monkeys and humans have like similar like hands. What if we
That's true.
thought? Yeah, I'm just saying like this is like what we think. How do we know it's
You're
right
calling
though?
me a monkey?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like talk bad about anyone that's like a Ross fan, but you know.
All right, we're about to end the episode, but I want to do one last thing before we end it off. I want to do a list of where we rank stuff, but you don't know what comes next.
Okay, go.
All
Okay.
right. We're gonna do. Let's see. Let me think about it. Let me search it up real quick on my phone.
Like
Two.
like a 1 through 5 ranking, 1 through 10.
Yeah, 1 through 5.
ranking, or-
1 through
Yeah,
5.
like
Okay.
he'll say something and then we'll be like, okay, I'm gonna put that on a 5. Right?
Okay. I get it.
Let's
get it.
do ice cream flavors.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Hold up. Let me get some ice cream flavors. Okay. So
Give me
we
some
start
ice
up
cream
with
flavors.
mint chocolate chip.
4.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say, Aylin?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, what would you rank mint
Rank
chocolate chip?
what?
Mint
Oh.
chocolate chip.
So is 5 then my least favorite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from 1 to 5.
Then 5. That shit's
5.
disgusting.
Okay.
That tastes like
All right,
toothpaste.
next. Vanilla.
I'll
do
put that to
1.
3.
1. How about you, Aline?
I said 3.
3. Interesting.
You
How
can never go
about
wrong with
chocolate ice cream?
1.
2.
Oh, okay. How many do I have now? 4, right?
That was 3. You
That
need
was
2
3?
more.
Okay, never mind, guys. Never mind. Okay, number 4. Let's go with peanut butter.
Oh, that's 2.
5.
That's my
Ew.
2.
But you put...
5.
Oh, you put 5.
Oh, wait, I put chocolate as...
You put chocolate... No, you put chocolate as 1. And then you put mint chocolate chip as 5.
Yeah, and then I put vanilla as 3, so that one's my 2.
Peanut butter? 2?
Yeah, peanut butter's my
5.
2.
Peanut butter
No,
is
for
mine's
Aylin.
5.
And then you're 5.
Yeah.
Peanut butter
Okay.
is mine.
Okay.
Last
One more.
but not least, cookies and cream.
Oh,
Oh
3.
yeah, 4. That's fine. I'm actually happy.
3.
Really?
Yeah, I'm happy with my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
I just wish chocolate chip wasn't even there.
It's yeah, that's kind of nasty. Can you switch that out for like pistachio or something?
Yeah.
No, this is a random list.
Okay,
Like,
is that,
now you're giving out like ideas
Yeah.
to switch it up.
but this is.
Why do you do that?
What did you put mint chocolate chip where, Crystal?
4.
4.
You put it as
Just
4?
Just because it's like that game where it's like you don't know what's happening. So I was waiting for the worst thing that
No,
could
that
possibly
is the
happen.
worst.
She put peanut butter as the worst for her.
Yeah, for me, peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter.
So you rather eat toothpaste?
Yeah.
You
At least I
weirdo.
know my breath will smell good afterwards.
I don't
Well, they'll
think-
just give you cavities.
Okay.
Well, guys, let us know if you guys like that last segment. I think we're probably gonna start trying doing that a little bit more at the end of the episodes to have a little more fun. But besides that, I think that's it, guys. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do the outro. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
And yeah.
You know what, Crystal?
What?
Next episode, I'm gonna roast you every single time I get the chance.
I hope my joke comes out.
Well,
It's very funny. It was super. Go ahead. Yeah.
you know what we don't remember is I edit and I have all the other videos where I roast you. So I have all the power. Okay, guys, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.